Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be answering a question that I received from you guys about how I do my research that helps me detail my models up. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Model Factory. So quickly, before we get into this video, I just wanted to give a big shout out to my good friend over at the Trucks Custom Garage. That's right, got his shirt in over the weekend, and I must say that this thing is awesome. Super excited to have it and to be wearing it in my videos. James, aka Plays with Trucks, over there at the Trucks Custom Garage. He is an awesome guy, awesome supporter of the modeling community, and a great builder. And so I'm just really proud to have his shirt here in the Model Factory. If you haven't checked him out, go check out the Trucks Customs Garage. You won't be disappointed. So anyway, all right, well, let's get into this video. So I've had a question from you guys about how do I do my research, or how do I look up information about detailing my car or my models, like the engine and the wiring and the plumbing, the interior, different things like that. Now I know that most of you guys already probably have your go-to places for that kind of stuff, but there's some of us out there, you know, that need to know where to go, just don't really know where to look for that stuff. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys. First and foremost, what I always do when I'm out building is I either have my phone with me, or I have my iPad with me. And I've got it out here for the purpose of if I'm in the middle of something and I can't figure out how to do it, or can't figure out what it should look like, or where the wire should go, or the hose, whatever it might be, then I look it up on my iPad right there and then, and that way I can get it just right. Now, I've always just, when I look something up, I usually go to Google, or I go to YouTube, or something like that, and I just flat out ask the question that I'm looking for. If I want to know what a distributor wiring should look like, then I type right in there, what does distributor wiring look like? And most of the time that works for me. When you're building a model, sometimes, I don't know everything there is to know about engines, but specifically talking about engines here, a good way to start is to look online and search in Google, search the model car forums. There's a couple of good ones out there. Model Cars Magazine has a great forum. The Scale Auto Magazine has a forum as well that you can get onto. But just do a search for that particular kit and ask, what is the engine that's in this kit? And a lot of times you can find out, if it's if it's a Chevy engine, what kind of engine it is. If it's a, 572, or, whatever it might be, or if it's a Ford engine, whichever one it might be. And that's a good starting place so that you can then start doing some research on that particular engine. A lot of times I like to look up, the plumbing. So I'll put in, say I've just been working on this 572. So we'll say, okay, Chevy 572 engine plumbing, and it'll come up and it'll show some pictures. Chevy 572, exhaust manifolds. That'll give me some ideas of what the exhaust manifolds look like. A lot of times, I want to make sure that I get the firing order right for the distributor and the spark plug wires. So what I'll do is I'll put in Chevy 572 firing order. And usually that'll bring up an image of the distributor. It'll show you the numbering of which cylinders on the engine are the right firing. So when you run your wiring out, you can run it in the correct order, if that matters to you. A lot of times I'll look up the electrical wiring for a particular car or a particular engine. I'll look up the the belts and the pulleys. So again, you type in Chevy 572 pulley setup, and you get some great images show you how stuff works. If you're wanting to find out the interior on a certain car, just go to Google. Just type in 65 Mustang interior. If you want to do a Pro Touring interior, look up 65 Mustang Pro Touring interior, or just Pro Touring. It's really just that simple. And a lot of times I'll be in the middle of something and I'm trying to build it, and I'm like, oh, what does that look like? Like I said, I'll just grab my iPad and just real quickly type it in there, and it's as simple as that. The biggest thing I can do though is just if you're trying to figure out your engine and get it just right, then first look for that particular kit and see if somebody has somewhere said what kind of engine is in it, and if they have, then that's a good starting point to go from there. And just find lots and lots and lots of pictures of that engine and anything on it that you're wanting to know. The carburetor. Look up carburetors. And then you can just go through all the images. And it's as simple as that. There's a lot of great knowledge, like I said, on the model car forums. Lots of great images on there that you can get a hold of and see how some of the stuff looks. And a lot of the engines, most of the stuff is interchangeable. I mean, a lot of your Chevy engines, well, a lot of the wiring and the plumbing and stuff runs the same on all the big block engines. Same with the Ford and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff it kind of transcends the different blocks that there are, different engine blocks that there are. It's really that simple, guys. It's just getting on Google and searching for the exact words of what it is you're looking for, and a lot of times you'll find it. It may not be the first page, may not be the second page. You may have to reword it sometimes if you don't get exactly what you want, but it will come up. Just keep searching for it. Just keep searching for it. And then a lot of times what I like to do is I like to save those images or save those pages that I find so that I can reference them again later on. If you don't have one and if you know what it is, then Pinterest. It's a great website for just saving stuff. You can save anything on the web on there. You can create different boards, they call them, and you can categorize them as different things. So you can have one that's for engines, one that's for drivetrains, one that's for whatever. I've got a bunch of different boards for things that beyond modeling, that just stuff that I like to save, projects I like to do, things like that. And it's a good place to save them all, because then you can just go on there afterwards and just go into whatever it is, your modeling board or whatever, and there's all your stuff you save. You can just get right back to it, and it's all right there. There's apps for it. You can just do it on the internet, whatever it is. So it's a really cool way to organize all of your research and everything, and keep it all ready and handy so that you can look at it when you're building. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully that will help some of you guys out when you're doing your research and everything. So anyway, keep building those awesome models, everybody. Keep up the good work. Eat, sleep, styrene, and I'll see you all in the next video.